G'day folks, it's the Royal Colonial boy with you once again. This is Lord Reagan, otherwise known as the award-winning journalist from Sydney, Reagan John Murphy. I'm now up in the Upper Hunter Valley, enjoying semi-retirement. This is a dedication for my son Daniel with great tribute paid to Sir Elton John, who I've admired greatly for 40 years. I think what he's done with his sexuality and confronting it and just dealing with it head on and garnishing public support worldwide is just such an inspiration to teenagers who've been grappling with their own sexuality. And he's probably saved millions of lives with his, not just his skills as a singer-songwriter, but as his skills as a caring, compassionate human being. And his charity work knows no bounds. Just a little aside before I do this little song for my son Daniel. I was travelling last year in 2014 up to Queensland in my car, and it was the longest road trip I'd ever taken alone. And I got a couple of audio books out of the Maroubra Library. One was the life story of John Lennon and the letters written by John Lennon, which I found quite interesting. And you put the CD into the car, for those cars that can still accommodate CDs, and you can listen to someone impersonating John Lennon, and that kept me company on the way up to Queensland. And then on the way back I listened to the life story of Sir Elton John, and I just thought it was just phenomenal. About his views on same-sex marriage was to be commended. He's always very, very mindful of not treading on the toes of the traditional families, especially his own families who he loved. And acceptance was always the key. And I think that's a leaf out of Elton's book that we all must take. We must accept people as they are, no matter what our initial feelings may have been 20 or 30 years ago. We all just have to move on. And I am very, very proud to dedicate this song to my son Daniel, and I hope he likes it. In fact, I know he probably won't like it, but if he could just, when in about 20 or 30 years, he might grow to like it, and he might even grow fond of it and accept it in the spirit in which it's been intended. Anyway, I've changed a few words. Sir Elton John won't mind, because in time he will get to know me and like me as well, and we might even have lunch at the Sydney Opera House bar one day. Who knows? Anything is possible, and I'm very much a glass half full person, an optimist, if ever there was one with a name like Murphy. Just hope Murphy's Law doesn't kick in when I'm recording this and I make mistakes. But anyway, I'll be singing it in a lower register than what Sir Elton John sings. He's a bit high for me, but I'll be giving it my best anyway. I've changed a few words to accommodate my dedication to my son Daniel. And it goes like this. Daniel was flying alone on a plane. He and his school friend were now heading for Spain. Oh, and I missed my chance to hug Daniel goodbye. I love my son Daniel. I couldn't wait till he got back. He said Spain was fun, but this dad's never been. Daniel said running the bulls just had to be seen. Oh, but after 2 months he'd had quite enough. Lord, I miss Daniel. Oh, I miss him so much. Daniel, my smart son, you are much younger than me. Do you still feel the same about your dad? Will it heal? Our eyes have dried, but you know more than I. Daniel, you're my star up in the night sky. Here's me thinking I'd sing in the lower register, and I slipped into the upper register, which of course I can't handle. Murphy's Law. Anyway, if you want to see the words that I've written, theroyalcolonialboy.com. If there's been a better tune ever written, I'd like to know it. Thank you, Sir Elton John. Oh, Daniel, my smart son, you are younger than me. Do you still feel the same about your dad? Will it heal? Our eyes have dried, but you know more than I. Daniel, you're my star up in the night sky. Daniel, we're traveling tonight on a plane. It's been 20 years since your first visit to Spain. Traveling together, both waving goodbye. Oh, and I love Daniel. I'm just so thrilled he came back. Oh, and I love my Daniel. I'm just so thrilled he came back. Love you, boy. So for the words, theroyalcolonialboy.com, the revised words, and gratitude to Sir Elton John. Thank you for watching. Thanks for listening.